It's 8:36 on the 12th of October, and I'm growing highly concerned for individuals in society that have been quite guilty for very dangerous crimes against the Constitution and crimes against the Church and crimes against my child and other children. As I've mentioned, I'm with the Fellowship and Federation for over 2 decades, and I'm a humanitarian from the President's Office of Ireland. And I have a very clean track record as a humanitarian and peacekeeper and an agent and of the peace, I suppose, a legal agent of the peace. There's a very mesmerising matter occurring that highlights a few matters around mental health of individuals that haven't been so steady and stable. The issue of individuals that are taking credit for 2 decades with the Fellowship and the Federation, taking credit for my work or trying to impose themselves upon my professional portfolio. These people have coveted from my royal nuptials. These people have caused offence to our family names, and they've stolen money, and they have debts, and they've taken where they haven't been welcome at the table. So these people are highlighting they're highlighting a very serious mental illness. It's an identity issue, and no, they don't have the crime prevention that I'm of with the Victim Support Federation. They don't have the witchcraft treated that was causing people to be really compulsive with their actions and their drug usage. So people were hurting themselves with drug abuse, and there were other matters arising around these circumstances that were quite toxic. So there's a mentally disturbing matter of individuals in this society that need to get mental health assistance, and on the agenda of drug rehabilitation or recovery, and the issue of poor quality narcotics being distributed and harming young innocent lives. I would hope everyone's been really careful about getting confused with other people's identities. There are people that aren't welcome around their with their issues. They're not welcome around other people with their issues. I have to be very delicate around this matter. It's really serious. This is a drugs prevention issue. This is a Narcotics Anonymous fellowship issue. I'm an advocate of a drug-free society and zero tolerance and people paying their debts. And the people that have been funding the church, the nuptials of my husband and I'm still legally married, and unfortunately, there are people thinking they're walking onto farms where I don't permit them or welcome them and where they're not safe. They're already in quite a lot of trouble for abducting my child in January 2017, and they're still making their presence felt and where they're most unwelcome. So they've offended Brexit. Brexit has happened as a consequence of me. That's not due to any other individual. And Brexit is also after experiencing new developments in ways I won't mention or discuss on these documentaries. But the matter of COVID also arising from Narcotics Anonymous is another serious issue. While this is of my academic research and recovery, the point I'm making is that I'm experiencing human rights abuses as a humanitarian in a community that owes me very dangerous debt for a very long time. And in the meantime, they have a child illegally separated from me because of their covetousness and their mental health illness. They're simply not safe walking on farmland of my name or my ancestors where they've offended my child and they're getting confused with what they think they have entitlement to. So the point of the matter is that they're causing poverty and problems, and they're offending my crime prevention. So they're causing more problems again, as they've always done. So I hope everyone out there in Europe is aware of how unsafe it is to accommodate these people's initiatives when they're not mentally stable enough to be sensible and safe and secure in their actions. So I would implore of the European Parliament to contact me with regard to this initiative of land grab. Land grab isn't very safe from my Roman Catholic nuptials at all. People that are coveting from my farmland are making people's homes unsafe, as we've seen since 2017. People's homes have been made very, very unsafe with the crime I'm experiencing. So those people that are disrespecting the Roman Catholic Church, that are responsible for withholding my child illegally from me, that's very dangerous crime, and exposing him to unfit adults. I have supported my son since birth on my own. I've been the sole provider and carer for my child up until the abduction in January 2017, and the Child and Family Agency of Tusla do not have decision making input with regard to who rears my son. My son is only to be in the care of original provider and carer, I, his mother. So there's a lot of legal issues going on that aren't being addressed, and unfortunately, that's crime. So as I'm of crime prevention, I can't say that there's going to be a positive outcome for COVID or Brexit from all of this if I'm being disrespected and people aren't paying their debts. So unfortunately, that puts all of my academic research and the recovery initiative of 2019 that came from my professional credentials all at risk. So